Hello students, how are you today? How is your mood? Do you miss your school? Now, are you ready for the lesson? If you are ready, let's start our lesson. Today, we will talk with you with grammar, embedded questions. Bakayta region, Boterik village, school Dorombek Dushabayev, class 10, teacher Jarmanbetova Izada. Objectives. Students will be able to learn two types of embedded question. Students will be able to change regular question into embedded question. Students will be able to give polite question in conversation. What is embedded question? Now I know what an embedded question is. Embedded question is a type of question which is included within another question or sentence. It is different from other types of questions as there mustn't be any auxiliary verb between the question word and the subject. Embedded questions are more polite than direct questions. For example, are there any tables next to a window? It's our direct question. Now let's look at the embedded question. Can you tell me if there are any tables next to a window? Now students, let's look the two types of embedded question. The first type, embedded question within question. Here are some examples of an embedded questions. Common introductory question phrases, common questions and embedded questions. Do you know? When does the class start? Let's change into embedded question. Do you know when the class starts? Who knows? Our phrase. What is the answer? Who knows what the answer is? Do you think? Can he come tonight? Let's change into embedded question. Do you know he can come tonight? Do you remember where is the restaurant? Do you remember where the restaurant is? Could you tell me, is there free parking? Could you tell me if there is free parking? Would you mind telling me what time is it? Would you mind telling me what time it is? Now students, let's look the second type. Embedded questions within statements. Here are some examples of an embedded question within affirmative or negative sentence. Note that we don't use a question mark for these statements, even though they contain a question. Now let's look examples. Common introductory statement phrases, common questions, embedded question examples. I wonder, is our teacher sick today? Students, do you see here question mark? It's our regular question. And now let's look embedded question. I wonder whether our teacher is sick today. Here we didn't use the period because this question is embedded. I asked, can I have an extension? I asked if I could have an extension. I want to know, how much was your car? I want to know how much your car was. I don't know. Who does this book belong to? I don't know who this book belongs to. I am not sure. Where are my keys? Let's look embedded question. I am not sure where my keys are. The question is, should we go ahead with it? Let's look the embedded question. The question is if we should go ahead with it. Let's ask, do they like video games? Let's ask whether they like video games. Uses. When and why do we use embedded questions in English? First, to be more polite. What time is it? Normal question. Could you tell me what time it is? Our embedded question. The second uses to give more information. I wonder if she'll call me. Expresses curiosity. I don't know where my bag is. Expresses lack of knowledge. I want to know when this meeting will start. Expresses desire for knowledge. To change direct speech to reported speech or to indirect speech. What do you want to know? Direct speech. He asked me what I want to know. Reported speech or indirect speech. There should be no question mark at the end of the sentence if the embedded question is part of a statement. If the question is in present or past indefinite form, then the auxiliary verb should be omitted and the verb needs to be changed to its appropriate form. For example, direct question. What work did he do best? Embedded question. I'd like to know what work he did best. Direct question. What is her name? Embedded question. I wonder what her name is. If there is an auxiliary or to be verb included within the embedded question, the position of the subject and the auxiliary or to be verb needs to be reserved. For example, direct question. Is the doctor available? Embedded question. Could you tell me if the doctor is available? Direct question. What was his job here? Embedded question. I wonder what his job was here. Note number 1. Embedded questions are a type of noun clause. A noun clause is a complete sentence that serves as a subject or subject of another sentence. What do you mean? I don't know what you meant. What you mean serves as a subject or as an object of the sentence I don't know. Note number 2. Don't use constructions at the end of an embedded clause. This follows the same rule as short answers in English. We can say yes, he is, but we can never say yes, his. Do you know what time it is? Correct. We can use. Do you know what time it is? We can't say do you know what time it is? Note number 3. Who knows is used for questions, but it can also be used for statements. English speakers often use this phrase as a statement when they are surprised or frustrated. We can say, who knows the answer to number 2? We can say, who knows what she meant by that? We can say, who knows when this week will start getting better? Make it embedded. Now, students, let's practice with embedded question. What time is it? Now let's change into embedded question. Can you tell me what time it is? Now next. Who is that? Let's change into embedded question. Do you know who that is? How many people are there? Do you know how many people there are? What is your favorite sport? I wonder what your favorite sport is. Why are you so happy? Can you tell me why you are so happy? Now, students, your home task. Please complete the embedded questions with actions. Can you tell me? Who knows? I wonder. Tell me. Do you know? The lesson is over. Goodbye.